So is it true that the beard is truly living on borrowed time?
Sadly, yes. If we don't get 50,000 subscribers pretty soon, then I'm going to have to say goodbye to this majestic mane.
All right, folks, you've heard it here. 3 years worth of beard growth is going to be taken off if we don't get 50,000 subscribers. So welcome to Heritage in Maine, where we're here to talk family, beards, and a little bit of everything else. So here we go.
All right, cool. So we'll set the stage, talk a little bit about who we are and why anyone would want to hang out with us for the next 20 minutes. So I guess we'll start. Where are we from? So born, mostly raised in Perry, Georgia. At least that's for me. You're still there. Yep. And I'm the oldest of three boys. Matt's the middle. And then we have a younger brother named John, who may or may not show up in one of these episodes eventually. We'll see. Yeah. And then I'm married, one kid who is almost 5, little boy. And Matt, a little bit about you.
I am, like you said, I am still in Perry. I am married. I have a 13-year-old daughter. It's a handful, 13 going on 35, and keeps me busy. I work in program management, keeps me busy. Kids, family, beard, keeps me busy.
Yeah. Yep. And I'm actually living outside of Greenville, South Carolina now. Been here almost a year. Moved from Maryland, and then before that, moved from Wyoming. So I've lived in a few different places, and I work in IT. I work for myself. So hobbies, what are some things we like doing or not? Growing the beard?
It's mainly outdoor stuff. We do like being outdoors. For myself, probably hunting, like spending time at the lake. We both play guitar. I don't know how proficient I am at it, but I do try. I do play golf. I think we both play golf. So pretty much anything outdoors. I like working out.
Yeah. I think we have a lot of the same hobbies. Music, mostly guitar, a little bit of mandolin, ukulele, harmonica, mostly guitar. Golf as well. Yeah. I think my wife and I and the little one spend a decent amount of time on the golf course. Going to be playing in a tournament, school-sponsored tournament later this month, which will be fun. Hopefully it's a scramble. Not sure yet, but we'll see how that goes. But yeah, so that's a little bit about us. So I guess why did we want to, why are we turning the camera on and talking and starting a podcast now? I think I've been talking about it for a long time. I think we just recently decided we might as well do it now or never. But we've always, since about 2012 have had beards on and off, and then never really been able to find a lot of good information online about taking care of them and what you should do and how to groom them, how to manage them, especially for longer beards. And we get, or at least I do, and I think you do too, get asked about it daily. If I leave the house, someone is going to talk to me about it and ask me about it, say they like it or ask questions, and it is daily. It doesn't matter where I am, gas station, grocery store, school, anywhere. So I figured, why not? And see if we can just tell people what we do and how we do it and see if it might help somebody else or if there's any interest. So we'll talk a lot about that, at least at first, but also, dad life, outdoors, other interests that we have. But I think at first it'll largely be about the beards and hopefully keeping mine. But we'll talk a little bit about that later. Yeah. So how do we want to tell the story about how we started growing beards?
We can. We might need to backtrack once. So I don't think we really told our ages.
Oh, yeah.
So, we probably need to backtrack. So I am 47 years old.
I'm 51.
So, yes, I think so John David is 5 years younger than me.
Should be 42, yeah.
Yeah, so he's 42. So there's 3 of us. And John did have, the last time we saw him this past weekend, did have the makings of a cute little beard.
Yeah. I think his his wife is less excited about him having a long beard, I think. And also, I think it's probably not good for work either.
No.
Yeah. Yeah.
So, yeah, back on to what were you saying?
How we started.
All right. So you want me to, I guess I'll kind of kick it off. So
Yeah.
I believe it started back in 2012. Currently in 2025, we've had some sort of facial hair for the last, 13 years in some way, shape, or form. I know
Mostly.
growing up, I didn't have a whole lot of facial hair. I know when I was a teenager, I might have had a goatee or something like that, kind of close cut to the face. But up until 2012, I don't think I really took the plunge into beard mania. I think could have been spurred on by the whole Duck Dynasty era, but yes, 2012. I'll let you tell what was behind the 2012 endeavor of the beard.
Yeah, I think the way I remember it, and it was a while ago, the way I remember it, we were sitting around Thanksgiving at the parents' house, and I was, at that time, pretty sure, I think I was living in Maryland at that time. Like, just been in Maryland a couple years. Yes, I'd moved from Wyoming. And I guess the Duck Dynasty thing did come up a little bit. And I think we got to talking about beards and being brothers and how we could probably grow beards like that. And we'd never tried, and let's try. And it ended up progressing into a brotherly bet of who could keep a beard the longest and grow the longest beard and go the longest without shaving. And funny enough, we were all, gung-ho, like, let's do it. And surprisingly, we all did. So we all started growing beards then. And I'd never had really had facial hair before that. I mean, just some scruff, and then I'd shave. At most, it was a few days. So it was new, definitely new. And I, for a while, didn't know what I was doing. I was still using hair shampoo, hair conditioner, none of the accessories, beard-specific products, nothing like that. So I was definitely a newbie for a while. But yeah, we kept each other updated through text and photos just to make sure we all still were in the game. And that lasted, I want to say it lasted about a year, close to a year. Yeah, I think John shaved first, because he was engaged at the time, and his fiance, I think she put up with it for about as long as she could, and decided that it was time that he bowed out of the bet. And then I believe, if I remember correctly, you were next.
I was next. Yeah. So to kind of touch back on what you said, I don't think beard maintenance was as prevalent as it is today.
Definitely not.
Maybe I didn't know about it back in 2012 and didn't know where to look. But in today's market, you can pull up Amazon, you can search beard care, and you can find products for days. Yeah. So back in 2012, I don't think it was as prevalent. So like you said, I was using hair shampoo. I was not putting oil in it. I was running a brush through it, maybe blow drying it, and it, compared to today, has to have probably been the worst beard I've ever seen. I think that's the point it got to, that I don't know, it got rough. I looked fairly homeless.
Insert photo here.
Exactly. So I think that's what led me to, I don't think I shaved it to the bone. I did leave some stubble and then restarted. But yes, in all fairness, John David and I did lose the bet of 2012 for who could grow the beard for a year.
Yeah. Yes. And I was victorious. I'm not even sure I know we said money, but I'm not even sure how much, or
I think it was $100. I don't think anybody ever paid up on.
I think you're right. I think with interest, that could be worth some money now.
I don't think there was a negotiation for interest.
Yeah, we managed to talk about that. Yeah. But I eventually did shave mine. I had to shave mine for work. Big meeting with the executive team and people flying in from all over, and it was just suggested that it would be great if I didn't have the beard. So I did have a little bit of fun with it. Before I shaved it off completely, I shaved a nice handlebar mustache, and left that for a week. Went to work and did everything with the handlebar mustache, which was awesome. I'll definitely add a picture of that in here. So you can see what that looks like. That was a fun time, having people wonder if that's always how I looked or if it was some kind of event. But yeah, that was fun. And then I shaved that off, and I want to say I almost immediately started growing another one. And I think this is a little over 3 years that I've had the beard this time. And I had this one before my son was born, and I shaved it the night before he was born. And it wasn't quite this long, but it was pretty substantial. And then almost immediately started growing it. I think I grew a little bit, shaved it a little bit, and then I'm like, all right, I'm all in, and I just let it go. So yeah, this is little over 3 years.
That's one of the fun things about shaving, if you do shave, is I know I'd get on whims, just all of a sudden be like, all right, I'm tired of dealing with it. I'm going to cut it off. But like you said, cutting some giant mutton chops or a handlebar mustache or a giant Fu Manchu, I guess that's the fun part of it. But as soon as you cut it off, and you can back me on this or not, but as soon as you cut it off, the next day you have the giant regret of that was, now granted, you're at 3 years currently on yours. Mine is approximately a year and a half.
Yep.
Maybe coming close to 2, but you have that instant regret of, I just cut off. You look in the mirror and you look totally different and you regret it.
Yeah. Yeah. At this point, I'm a little bit concerned if my son's going to recognize me when I do eventually shave. So I'm going to, if it happens or when it comes to that, I'm going to have to involve him in the whole thing so that he understands what's happening.
Yeah.
I'm going to walk out of the bathroom clean and have him start crying. Like, who are you and what'd you do with my dad?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They say that happens. Like my daughter, when I cut mine, it wasn't this long, but she was little. And I remember, I might have a video of it, might have a picture of it, but I let her shave it off because I'd heard horror stories about coming out of the bathroom after taking a shower and walking in with a 2, 3, 4, 5-year-old, and you go from having this to being clean shaven, and they freak out.
Yeah.
They don't know who you are.
Yeah. It's
so
traumatic. Like,
if you
I'm
do
not
lose
going to know who I am. Like, that's the thing. You shave and you look in the mirror and you're like, who's that person?
Yeah, it's like your face shrunk.
Yeah. Yeah. But over the next few episodes, we're going to talk in more detail about what we've learned over the 13-ish years of having beards on and off, and doing a lot of experimentation to see what works, what doesn't, with products and routines and combs and picks and shampoos and beard washes and everything in between. Yeah. And about the save my beard dilemma, we can talk a little bit about that. Yeah, there is I think my beard has an expiration date, or a possible expiration date. So I'm going to be going to a family wedding in Spain at the end of April. And I think my wife has thrown down that if we can't get a considerable number of subscribers by then I believe I'm going to have to shave it. And she said 50,000, which is a lot.
She set a very high bar.
Yeah, there may be some room in that number, but I think we'll have to see. I think if we're anywhere near it, I may have a case. But yeah, so we're going to need everybody's help to save the beard, or this one's going to be gone and you're going to see what my face looks like under it.
And if it does come off, we will still continue the videos.
Oh, yeah.
Just one of us will be starting from scratch, and the other was, you could shave it and put it in a ponytail and hang it up behind you. Just to remind you of where you were.
Yeah, it'll be like a beard trophy.
There you go.
Just mount it to the wall. Maybe that'll be a new thing, like beard mounts. I can do that. That could be an amazing beard. I think it's almost to the point where I could like do the hair donation thing. I don't know if anybody want this on their head in a wig, but maybe we could do beard wigs.
It's probably been more taken care of than most people's hair.
I think you're right. According to my wife, I have a mini Sephora in my bathroom with all the beard products that I've gone through.
Oh, yes. Yep. So, yeah, like you said, like and subscribe, please. Save the beard so we continue both bearded.
That's it. Yeah, easiest way to support heritage in Maine and keep the beard alive. Yeah, like, subscribe, new friends, and yeah, look forward to getting some feedback and hearing what people want to hear about with beard care and maintenance, and should be a pretty fun ride. Well, we'll see you guys next time.
Take it easy.